Will,
Yes, Bob.
something about Tetris.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Tetris movie. So it was announced this week that there is going to be a movie, a Tetris movie.
Just what we all needed.
It gets better. It's in development right now with director-producer Brett Ratner.
I don't know who that is.
For those of you who don't know who that is,
Not a movie person.
He's the guy who's often, perhaps wrongly credited for ruining the X-Men movies. He directed X-Men 3: The Last Stand.
Why is he wrongly credited?
I don't hate X-Men 3. I feel it's, unfairly maligned. It's not great, and it's probably the worst of the original three. It's definitely the worst of the original three.
I don't remember much of it.
But that's the one where Juggernaut tells Kitty Pryde he's the Juggernaut bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
I was very happy when that happened.
And he's also directed the Rush Hour movies and a whole bunch of other
I
great
have some
stuff.
friends who are die-hard Rush Hour fans.
He also directed that Hercules movie with The Rock.
Oh,
So yeah.
that happened.
So yeah. But this movie isn't going to be about Tetris itself so much as it is about the creation of Tetris. The story of how Alexei Pajitnov created Tetris.
I thought this was going to be like a Pixels type bullshit.
No, but while I was Googling this, apparently last year they announced there was going to be a Tetris movie like Pixels, where just a whole bunch of Tetris blocks fall down.
I feel like
and
I've
it's
heard
going
about
to
that.
be epic, according to this Time magazine article.
And this is not happening now.
This
was a year ago.
This was
and
a year
it's
ago,
not actually
and this is
happening.
not actually happening.
Thank
Well,
heaven.
9 times out of 10 when they announce a video game movie, it's not happening.
There's a Mega Man movie coming out.
Right.
Or they said it's in.
Yeah.
Works,
I mean,
but,
we're
you
lucky
know.
we're getting Warcraft.
I don't know if we're even lucky.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so a Tetris movie about the creation of Tetris, it's actually a good idea because Tetris has an interesting backstory to it. You know, it was created, during the Soviet Union, and it was really, not that it was done in secrecy, but it wasn't something that Pajitnov was being paid to do or told to do. He did it in his spare time, and when he eventually was able to, sell it and market it, because of the way the Soviet Union works, it just went right to the government. He never saw a penny of it.
Wow.
Yeah, until the Soviet Union collapsed, and eventually he got the rights back and stuff. But
That took a while.
it took a long time.
He didn't even like when it was on NES and stuff. He didn't get anything.
He didn't get anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, the Soviet government got money for that?
Yes. Because
So what company made it?
they would license it out to different companies.
That's right. I remember back in the day, there would be other games would just completely pirate Tetris because I don't think they had a solid patent on it.
I mean, they couldn't really, because it's the same thing. It's funny enough, it's the same thing that happened to the creation of the AK-47.
What? Oh yeah, well it was Russian. Yeah.
So, but now Tetris, there is one company, the Tetris company, and they own the rights to Tetris and all the how to make Tetris and things like that, and then the publishers is just what changes hands. For a while it was EA, now it's Ubisoft. So there's that.
Ubisoft?
Yes.
Didn't know
Ubisoft
that.
now makes Tetris.
I thought it was Sierra. I had Sierra in my head for some reason.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
So, a movie about the creation of Tetris. I feel like this is an answer to
Nobody's calls.
to that, because I mean, as cool as the story as it is, I don't know if it really needs a movie. I
mean, I have to see a trailer.
Yeah, but I feel like more so it's an answer to The Social Network.
Because this could be really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is,
Because,
it is
The Social Network, is the creation of a website. How interesting could that be? That movie made it really interesting.
Right.
And now, I think people are trying to rush to make the next Social Network.
Well, I mean, games are excessively popular right now.
Yes.
They're the most popular medium. They're the most, they're the highest grossing medium.
Yeah.
And you have all of these startups who are trying to be the next, Tetris. And, the same thing with the Social Network.
There's definitely a market for it. But, I mean, the Social Network, there was a 1 in a million chance that movie was going to be a hit. Like all the stars had to align. They just happened to have like the right cast, the right director, the right script, the right soundtrack to just make it all work. Also, too, The Social Network was 5 years ago. So are we really
only 5 years ago?
Yeah. Are we still trying to, chase that ghost? Because usually,
we had 2 Steve Jobs movies.
Right.
One of them was good. I heard the other one wasn't very good.
Yeah.
The most recent one.
The most recent one was the good one.
Really? I heard it wasn't good.
It didn't do well.
Oh.
That was the good one. The one with Ashton Kutcher.
The Ashton Kutcher one was good. It was all right.
I didn't see it.
It was good.
I don't know. I feel like Ashton Kutcher...
It didn't have a definitive end.
Ashton Kutcher as a serious, dramatic figure from history. I don't know.
I think he did a pretty good job.
I just like Danny Boyle a lot, so that's why I'm choosing to believe his movie was better.
What's his name? Harry Potter.
Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe was in Grand Theft Auto Rockstar Games documentary.
The Game Makers,
BBC.
yeah.
And I heard that was terrible,
Yeah.
and it did video games very poorly.
Yes.
It made the lawyer who was like suing Rockstar.
Yeah,
made
Jack
him out
Thompson.
to be like
the hero,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, which is
nuts.
completely absurd.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I mean, and as we know, video games and movies, when they come together, they don't have a good track record.
Right.
Either making a game based on a movie or a movie based on a game. This is definitely a different take, because usually they're just trying to adapt this, what the game gives us and make it a movie. This is trying to tell the story of how the game gets made and make it a movie.
I feel like that has a chance.
Yeah, that definitely has a better chance than just, bricks falling in the Soviet Union.
I would be
which
so mad.
Could probably be a really depressing film if you think about it.
Yeah. You know what else sucked? Grandma's Boy.
Yes.
Movie about, a development studio.
Well, that's a little different. That's Hollywood thinking they know what game.
But whenever
is
somebody
like.
says like video game movie and like about a video game company and stuff, they always go to Grandma's Boy, and it's not a good movie.
Yeah. It's not a good movie. It's like barely anything. You know what was probably the best video game movie? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
That was a very good movie.
Like, I can't think of any other movie that gets video games as good as that does.
Oh my god, they nailed it.
Yeah.
They nailed the whole like, I don't know, aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also too, Edge of Tomorrow. Really good video game movie. That was the one where Tom Cruise just keeps dying.
Oh my god.
But that was like really good.
Because he's like in a video game.
Yeah. They do really well. So
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So I guess the big concern now is the fact that Brett Ratner is involved. He's not directing.
Oh, he's not.
He's not directing. He's producing.
He's producing. Oh, so that means nothing.
It really doesn't mean anything.
What's the announcement about this movie?
It's just that Brett Ratner producing a movie about the creation of Tetris.
Oh, so is it like in development? Like, what's the story?
Basically, what that means is
like nothing to me.
But yeah, nothing to us. Brett Ratner's production company basically is trying to develop. They're writing a script or they're pitching it to studios. They're trying to make a movie about the creation of Tetris. Right. That's what's currently happening right now. Other than that, there's nothing.
Okay, so now they have to find people to write it.
Now they have to find a writer. They have to find a studio that will finance it. They have to find a director. They have to find a cast. Basically, they're just starting with an idea.
Okay.
And they need to, nurse it and take it to the next step.
Right. So what are your concerns?
My concern is that Brett Ratner, doesn't have the greatest track record. Like, I'm pulling up his movies now.
Number one is Hercules.
It goes in.
That's 2014?
Yeah.
Holy Tower Heist.
Did people like Tower Heist?
Yo, you know what?
What?
Ant-Man was exactly Tower Heist.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've never seen
I said
Tower
that, and
Heist.
everybody was like, "Shut up! You don't know anything." I saw Tower Heist twice in my life.
Yikes!
It was on TV.
Yeah.
And I was just up.
Maybe I should watch Tower Heist.
It's not that bad, but no, Ant-Man was like almost exactly Tower Heist to the point where they had the cliche Spanish guy.
Oh.
Hispanic guy.
Yeah. So we have movies like Money Talks, Rush Hour, Rush Hour 2. Everybody forgets he did Red Dragon, which was like, actually not a bad Hannibal Lecter movie. Then you have
Rush Hour 2, also a great movie.
Yeah. Rush Hour 3, not so much. Nope. he's also he produced a lot of TV shows like Prison Break. That was really popular.
It was.
What else?
Produce
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, he's producing this.
Producing really doesn't mean anything.
So really, we just need to see who's going to direct it.
Yeah, if he's directing it, then that could be a cause for concern because he might try to fill it with useless humor, unnecessary humor, and hot women, and
that'd be really bad if he made this like a comedy.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty.
I mean, I'm sure like they can pull some humor out of this, but to make it like a Rush Hour style comedy, I don't think that will work.
And are they all gonna have Russian accents?
I mean, if they want to do it right, it takes place in Russia.
I bet you they're not gonna do that.
As long as they're
gonna Americanize the shit out of it.
Because when Americans make movies that take place in other countries, that means give them British accents.
Yeah.
Like the Dragon Tattoo American remake. Everybody's trying to do a Swiss accent except Daniel Craig, who just keeps his British accent, and it's so obvious.
So anyway,
I guess there's not really much to talk about, but something like a Tetris movie where it's about the creation of Tetris, and that's fun to dream about. That's fun to think about because you can do a lot with it.
I don't think you can do anything.
You can do one thing with it, and it's tell the story of the creation of Tetris.
Yeah, and don't touch it.
Yeah,
just put it out.
Put it out
and put it on Netflix day and date.
Yeah, I mean this probably won't be like a big blockbuster movie. But it has the potential to be like
they'll damn well sure try to make it a blockbuster.
If they cast like Channing Tatum as Alexei Pajitnov, then they'll try to make it a big blockbuster movie. But yeah, this has the potential to be just a fun little.
And his name will be Alexei Smith.
Yeah. And he's gonna have a CGI robot friend named Sergey.
named T Block.
Yeah.
No, that's the black friend.
Yeah.
T Block.
T Block.
So what are your predictions about the Tetris movie? Leave it in the comments below. That's Twitter, also social media garbage.
Would you want to see a Tetris movie about falling blocks in Russia? Let us know that too. They could be out there. One of you might want.
You know what? There must be a demand for it. Anyway, thank you guys very much.
Have a good week. Now, throughout his career, Rob Liefeld has been something of a lightning rod for controversy. No matter what he does, trouble just seems to follow him. He has a notorious reputation for being late, specifically with his creator-owned books like Youngblood.
Anyway, I played it, and I enjoyed myself for a little bit. I mean, I must have enjoyed myself because I got all the way to the end. But I was never sucked in. The world didn't grab me, the story wasn't enticing, and all of the RPG elements bored me and wore me down.